Hey everybody, Tektalar here again with today's video topic, which will be Outland Bosses, which I see a lot of people asking about in my Facebook group, which, by the way, is the largest unofficial mobile dedicated group out there on any platform. So, if you want to learn from the largest community out there of knowledgeable players, check us out at Heroes Wars Mobile Community, The GOAT. The link will be in the video's description. And if you want to learn the ins and outs of all the characters themselves, consider subscribing to me on Patreon at www.patreon.com/Tektalar. The link will also be in the video's description. I have memberships that cater to most things people want to know, and I'm one of the most knowledgeable and experienced players to ever play Hero Wars Mobile. In today's video, we're simply going to be discussing the optimal layouts to defeating each boss with the least resistance. Obviously, your teams may vary from these, as you can see mine also do. And as you reach the max level, these bosses aren't particularly difficult and can be beaten with just one hero easily. So, with that said, let's kick off today's Outland Bosses video with the first up, Vajar the Incinerator. And I feel like with most people, I found this is the boss people tend to find the easiest to handle at every level going through the game. Ideally, the best heroes to bring against him are Ishmael, King Mao, Elmir, Ashford and Lucas, and Nebula. The idea behind this is to utilize all the units with the highest attack stats from this list to just kill him before anybody needs to use their first skill or even try to heal. The reason being to bring Nebula is her buff actually grants more damage than Kark's basic attack, and since the fight is not going to go on long enough for anybody to really use their first skills, coupled with the fact that you can't lift the boss anyway, so Kark won't deal any damage that isn't his basic attack, he's out. The rest of the units are basically tank units and do not deal much damage. King Mao deals a percentage health with her attacks, as well as dropping the enemy's armor in case you don't penetrate it already, although that is unlikely. But, as you can see here, almost any team you construct will be able to defeat the boss, even at the maximum level. Next up, we have Elissa the Weaver, who I think is typically the hardest boss to defeat, as marksmen are typically the least popular unit type, but since the addition of Martha, it makes this fight significantly easier earlier on. This list again is for optimal teams in both damage and survivability, which you can absolutely destroy this boss by simply bringing Sebastian, Daredevil, Darkstar, Jet, and Martha. The reason being is Martha offers survivability for your whole team. Jet triggers the possibility for everyone, including Martha, to get Sebastian's pure damage bonus, and 3 units are behind Daredevil to trigger her third skill, Fire Support. In the fight here, you can see it's just 2 rounds of basic attacks, and Elissa is no more, and this is a level 120 boss. Your results will vary based on how much you've leveled the various heroes, but this team will overall make it much easier to bring this boss down than any other team. Last but not least is Brog the Conqueror, who is immune to physical damage. The way you want to approach him is large and frequent magic attacks, coupled with healing to offset the AoE, or area of effect, damage he deals to ensure your survival, as mages tend to have fairly low armor at early levels. The ideal team to bring is Satori, Arachne, Celeste, Orion, and Dorian. They all synergize perfectly to face this boss. Orion grants Arachne, Satori, Celeste, and Dorian magic penetration with his artifact weapon, which could be very beneficial depending on your team's levels. Dorian will keep Orion fully healed the entire fight because every time Orion shoots his missiles, he will hit Brog 6 times, and all 6 of those missiles' damage will return to heal Orion thanks to Dorian's Violet ability. Satori naturally heals himself with his basic attacks, and that healing is increased based on the physical attack which is granted to him by Dorian's artifact weapon. Arachne grants the whole team armor to protect against Brog's damage and heals up to 80% of the damage she inflicts, depending on how much of her equipment you've completed. Celeste is the single highest damage dealer with her Violet ability if you keep her in dark form, but if you need the additional healing, although it won't be likely, You can change her to light form to help bring some of your heroes back from the brink of death. However, when your team is fully built, you will beat Brog before he can charge even one time as displayed here. Just a reminder, as you level heroes for your main teams, they may not always overlap with the heroes in this video. These are for optimal teams for defeating the Outland bosses, not arena or going through campaign. If you have additional teams you find to be effective and you want to share with others, don't hesitate to leave them in the comments. Okay everybody, hopefully you liked this video, and if you did, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. If you know other people who may find this information useful, please share the link with them. If there are other Hero Wars tutorial type videos you'd like to see, please leave them in the comments below. Thanks for watching.